Alright, y'all. Ducky Doo Gaming here. I know you can't see me because the TV's in frame, but this is a Goodwill pickup that I found when I was, in another town. And yeah, it's a Samsung 40-inch TV for $30, and it wouldn't power on. Like, I would go to turn it on to test it, and it's an as-is deal. I knew it had something wrong with it. But it was just like, you could hear it want to power on and then it would cut off. And so I had a pretty good feeling that it's probably just a capacitor issue. I took the stand off already, and there you go. Damn cat. Alright. Anyways, let me see if I can do this. I haven't done it quite this way yet, but I took out the screws and then popped the back off, and right here you can see this is the power input, and it plugs into here, and then these are a group of capacitors, and a few of these are definitely bulging, those two and this one. What I did as soon as I got this, I took it apart and looked up what I would need. And I spent $10 online and ordered a bunch of capacitors for this. So what I'm going to do is try to take this apart and change out all the capacitors instead of just the 3 that are bad. So we will look into doing that. Okay, I'm going to try and do this without screwing anything up, but which isn't too difficult. These are really easy to work on. You can see where I've already gotten one removed, and this one didn't have anything wrong with it, but I want to go ahead and replace all of them. And you see right here how it's got the big portion, or that solid white chunk right there on the end, that's letting you know that that's where the negative lead goes to, the negative leg for the capacitor. And I've already got it cleaned up on this side as well. I just need to trim off, and of course on the capacitor itself, where am I? Okay, there we go. That's the negative side. It's clearly defined by that white strip. Man, this thing is doing just god-awful at focusing. Anyways, so that's the negative side, and also on the positive side, the leg is longer. So I guess you could think of that as a plus. That as it stands, and get these trimmed. And I did, of course, order like extra capacitors in pretty much all the ones that I'm needing, just because it's always good to, you know, be prepared if anything happens or something, or if you just overheat one. Granted, these old capacitors should not all of them, but all but the 3 that really needed replacing should work if for some reason something happens. And that, let me see. Alright, so push that bad boy in there. And of course you can see the legs. I can see the legs. I don't know how well y'all will be able to see the legs, but I got the legs sticking out, these holes that have already been desoldered. I really doubt if this thing is going to focus that great, but anyways, all I'm going to do is put some fresh solder on there, just because you always want fresh solder on these joints so that you know, it sends the proper signal and seats properly. But apparently it's not wanting to work with me. There we go. So yeah. Oh man, what is that one doing? Anyways, so yeah, that's basically one capacitor right there. And I guess what I'll do is I'll do this whole block of capacitors and then pick it back up and show you what all the new capacitors look like. But yeah, that's it so far, and yeah, it's really out of focus, but that's right. So yeah, I'll keep going here. Alright, so as you can see, I've gotten the 7 more difficult capacitors, because those are all kind of cramped together. I've got these all swapped out right here and properly seated in there. And then what I'm going to move on to now is
There's these two, this one, and then these two over here. I believe that's it that I got replacements for. Oh wait, and then these two really small ones right there. So I'm going to get these all replaced real quick so I can get it back together. So that's about 7 more, but it should be considerably easier than these being all cramped into one tiny little area. But yep, we'll see how this works out. Okay, so here we have it. Now I did run into one issue. I got all these capacitors replaced, that one, those two, these two tiny ones over here, this one. For some reason, I don't know, I think they made an error on the order because I like triple checked my order whenever I was placing it. And they sent me some capacitor I didn't order, and then like a whole bunch of, no, I think I ordered one of those, but I don't know how they made that error. But anyways, I ended up with some extra capacitors of some that I didn't order. It doesn't really matter, it's just the one capacitor. It's not one of the damaged ones, so it should be okay. So what I'm going to do is just get this thing put back together, and we will turn it on and see what happens. So yeah. Okay, so I actually am waiting. Did wait until you know, I got it all set up, and I'm going to turn it on, and we're going to see if this thing works or not. I don't know. Yeah, it's got the buttons are hidden in here. You can barely see them, but yeah, well, it works. I do see some blemishes on the screen over here, which makes it really no better than the one I have. I guess I can plug something into it and see. Oh, well, now I'm like screaming into the mic, but let me go get a system to plug into it real quick and we can see how it looks. Hang on one sec. Okay, so real quick before this thing, before my battery on my phone dies, went ahead and get my PS1 with the screen and plugged that bad boy in. And there we go. So I got a TV for $40. 40-inch Samsung LCD. I do not know like everything about this TV. All I know is I got it for only $40. So yeah, I will take that any day. Let's see what this game. There we go. Yeah. Oh, sorry about the shaky cam there. It's kind of on a music stand. Here, I'll just grab it. I can shake less than that. But yeah, so now I will have something else. I'm going to put this in the living room, and I guess put the other TV in my room, because down where the blemishes are in the bottom corner, you cannot see any light shining through or anything. So yeah, this rocks. I'm pretty stoked. I know you can't hear the excitement in my voice because I don't want to shake the camera. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope this kind of helped anybody else out who seems to be having any like TV problems or computer monitors, anything like that. Luke Morse put out one where all he had to do was repair the heat sinks on a computer monitor and he got it running again. It was a nice monitor, but that was one of his older videos. But anyways, okay, so Ducky Doo Gaming out. Thanks for watching. Like, comment by all means, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.